My mate's got a budget and he wants to move to Thailand. He asked me if it was enough. I said I would do some number crunching. So what I've done is I've assumed his budget and we're going to assume that it's me that's moving to Thailand. So let's have a look and see how much it's going to cost to live comfortably in Pattaya. Okay, the first cost you're going to have, and everybody's going to have it, is somewhere to live. I reckon you can get a condo in Pattaya for around about 8 to 10,000 baht. Let's have a look online and see what we can find.
So we want to rent in Pattaya City, 1 bedroom, and minimum rent. Okay, minimum rent's going to be 10,000, so let's have a look and see what's available off the bat. We don't want houses, we want condos. So let's search that. Okay, there's one there, 10,000, but I don't like the decor, so I'm not going to look at it because I don't like the decor. Nirvana residence, let's have a look at that one. 10,000 baht a month. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Basic, but clean enough. Got a nice shower there. You've got a sofa, you've got a TV in the bedroom, 2 TV in the lounge. It's only 37 square meters, so it's pretty small. Let's have a look at something else. The grass, the trust residence, Nirvana residence, Pattaya Plaza. Let's have a look in there. Okay, again 10,000 baht a month. This one's 76 square meters, pretty good. This is a bit dated, but it's big. Kitchen doesn't look too big there, mind. Table and chairs. The bedroom's quite big. I don't particularly like the decor. It does look very, very dated. Quite a big balcony, but that's not for me. Let's look for something else. How about the trust residence, 10,000 baht? Yeah, looks quite nice, doesn't it? It's only 30 square meters, that's even smaller. Very compact. 10,000 baht. I still think you can get a condo for 8,000 baht. And some of these will be open to negotiation anyway, so... not bad, but not what I would say is something that I would fancy. The Avenue for 12,000, let's have a look at that. I quite like the Avenue. It's in a great spot as well. Okay, so there you go. 48 square meters. Fridge, freezer, microwave. Quite a big lounge and kitchen together there. TV, everything that you're going to need to live there quite comfortably, I think. Yeah, it's quite large. Not that you need something massive personally, but anyway. And there's a balcony there as well, and as you can see, there's a washing machine outside if you want to do your own washing, which I wouldn't. And there's the bedroom. Yeah, quite a big bedroom, and there's somewhere to get dressed, a dressing table, and was there a TV on there? There's a TV on there, but I don't know how you're going to watch that if you're lying in bed. But anyway, I quite like that, and that's 12,000 baht. So let's make the base price that we would use at 12,000. I think you can get something for 10,000. Certainly, you could get something for 8,000 if you look around. I don't know about the quality of what the 8,000 budget would give you, but I know you could get one for 8,000. But let's base it on 12,000 baht a month.
Okay, my next bill is going to be electricity and water. I reckon around about 1,200 baht a month would cover it. You're going to have your aircon on and you're going to maybe have a fan on, or maybe 2 fans on, whatever. But I think it's going to be about 1,200 baht a month. If you don't agree with that, put it in the comments below. Tell me what you're paying or what you think it would be. But as I say, that's what I think. You're going to want to get around in Pattaya, so I would recommend that you get a motorbike. What I'll do is I'll buy a motorbike for the purposes of this exercise. That does away with the monthly costs of rental, and obviously it's going to be your bike. So once you've bought it, that's it, and then you can get around anywhere you want. I reckon between 20 and 25,000. You might be able to get one cheaper than that, I would have thought, but between 20 and 25 is probably going to be a reliable bike. You can not bother with a motorbike and use Bolt. If you're living in the centre of Pattaya and you don't want to go far, then I guess you wouldn't need a motorbike. But I think you need a motorbike to get around. Food wise, obviously you can buy off the street, you can buy from the markets, you can go into restaurants. There's Thai restaurants, English restaurants, Italian restaurants, Mexican restaurants, anything you like. But obviously the costs vary. And if you're eating in the tourist areas, then it is going to be more expensive than you were eating from, say, the street vendors or the market vendors or the cheap little Thai restaurants. So I would say you're probably going to spend between 2 to 2,500 a week on food. Maybe it will be less than that, I'm not sure. But let's say 2,500 a week, and that's eating in various places throughout the week. And you probably have a beer with your evening meal anyway. Talking about beer, you're going to want to go out and entertain yourself 2 or 3 times a week. Maybe when you first get there, you'll spend a lot more. I know I certainly would. But I think if you spend between 5,000 and 6,000 a week, that would probably be enough to give you a decent entertainment budget and enjoy yourself. Obviously, if you've got a bigger budget than that, then you can. But for the purposes of this exercise, I'm looking at what budget I've got, and I think 6,000 a week is probably a decent amount to spend. The next thing on the list is laundry. Obviously, we're all going to have laundry. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of laundries around there. But also in your room, you're going to have a washing machine. Would you want to do your own washing and ironing? I certainly wouldn't. So I think between 200 and 250 a week, you can take your clothes into laundry and go and get it the next day. All washed, all ironed, and ready to wear. For me, doing the washing in the condo, it's got to be a big no-no. What do you think? Would you do that? By the way, my name's Ian. This is Macam Thai. If you've enjoyed the video or you're enjoying the video, please give us a thumbs up. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Now, the footage that I'm doing is in England because I'm in England with my dad not being well. But when I get back to Thailand, I've got loads of stuff lined up. And I really hope that you'll join me in Thailand, but stick with me while I'm here in England. Anyway, next on the list. Health insurance. Everybody needs to have health insurance. Can't stress that enough. I hear a lot of foreigners saying that, well, if something happens, then they'll just go back to the country. But if you have a heart attack or you have a stroke, how are you going to get back? You have to think about your health. You will not be looked after here unless you've got health insurance. Most important thing you've got to have. I pay 2,000 baht a month. Actually, I pay 1,500 baht a month, and I pay 500 baht for Nina. If you want to get your own health insurance, there's loads of different companies out there. You can see them online. I know which company I use. I'm quite happy with them. If you wanted to find out if they could do anything for you, get in touch, drop me an email, I'll put in the messages, and I'll get in touch with you and send you the details of the company that I use. But I can't stress enough, you've got to have health insurance, and everybody will tell you that. Apart from the people who haven't got any, of course. One thing you will need is a visa. You can do a retirement visa, you can do an education visa, you can do a DTV visa, and many other visas besides. The one that's ideal for you is going to be unique to your circumstances. If I was doing this as I am, or I'm judging this on if it was me who had the budget, I would do a DTV visa. It's for 5 years. It's for 180 days. You leave Thailand, you go back, and then you get another 180 days. That's a 5-year visa. This visa enables you to work online as a digital nomad, and you have no worries whatsoever living in Thailand. 1,900 baht is the application fee for that. You need to have £10,000 in a bank account, in any bank account. You need to be able to prove it's there. You need to be proved, I think, that it's been in there for 2 months. Might only be 1 month, but I think it's probably 2 months. And then, as I say, it's 1,900 baht application fee. That's the one I would go for if it was me moving to Thailand. You're going to need the internet as well in your room. You're not going to be out every single day entertaining yourself. So you're going to need the internet so you can stream. You can buy packages from 3BB, various organisations. I used to have one of those boxes where I used to put a SIM card in, and then I used to use that, and that was absolutely perfect for streaming. That cost me 400 baht a month for the SIM card. Can't remember how much I paid for the actual box itself, but that was absolutely fine for streaming. Or as I say, you could probably pay about 750 a month from somebody like 3BB, and that'll give you a good download and upload. So the total I would spend is 51,450 on living comfortably in Thailand, in particular in Pattaya. I'll just put the calculation up there in Aussie dollars and in US dollars and in pounds as well. So the budget I've got is £2,000. That's my friend's budget. That's my budget. £2,000 per month. He's also got savings as well, but you can comfortably live on £2,000 a month in Pattaya. You could easily do that a lot less as well. As I said earlier, I reckon you could get a condo for 8,000 baht. If you couldn't get one in the centre of the city, you could probably get one on the dark side of Pattaya where I live. In fact, I know 100% you can get a 1-bedroom condo on the dark side of Pattaya. So you could save money there. You don't have to go out as much. Obviously, you're going to be there, so you want to enjoy yourself. But there's loads of bars where you can go and you can get a beer for, well, I know 2 bars on the dark side where you can get a beer for less than 40 baht. So if you look around, there's plenty of opportunities to be able to go out and entertain yourself and not spend loads and loads of money. So you could live, I think, in Pattaya on a lot less than 51,450 baht. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments below. Also, if you've never subscribed to the channel before, please do so. It's really going to help us out. And also, if you could click a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and if you haven't, then give us a dislike as well. Finally, thanks to the people who've bought us a coffee in the last video. Really do appreciate that. The money that I get from that is going into buying new equipment so that when I get back to Thailand, I can hopefully produce more videos and videos that you want to watch. I will be asking in the comments in future videos for you to give me some ideas on what you want to see. While it's here in England, probably not much opportunity for to be able to provide the videos that you want. But once I get back to Thailand, then I will be able to do that. But if there is something you want to see me do in England, then put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching again. Really do appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. I don't think I've missed anything off. If I have, put it in the comments below. Also put in the comments below what you do, how you live in Thailand, what your budget is, if you want to divulge that information, or how much you spent when you first went to Thailand and what you end up spending now. That would be really, really interesting, I think, for all of the subscribers to have a look at, and all the people who are looking forward to moving to Thailand and looking for some information. So thanks for joining me again. I really do appreciate it. As I said, if you could give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. I'm going to keep these videos going while I'm in England. And then as soon as I get back to Thailand, I'll be doing lots of Thailand content. Thanks again. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.